Journey to the Eternal Kingdom. Chapter 21. Can Kingsley defeat Self? Self first began the fight by hurling darts at Kingsley. He did his best to dodge and shield himself from the fiery missiles, but some found their mark, striking his legs and arms. Oh, how they stung and burned. Each dart that pierced him seemed to carry a poisonous thought into his mind. One made him feel as though he were back in the bog of despond, nearly being pulled beneath its dark waters. Another struck his arm, and suddenly he felt like a failure. What was he doing here? A little boy trying to fight a dragon, a monster. Then another dart hit, and he found himself again on the mountain, surrounded by smoke and fire. Confusion swirled around him. What was happening to him? Under his breath, Kingsley whispered a prayer.
Help me, good king. Do not let me die here today.
After whispering the prayer, strength surged through him, and he felt renewed like that of the Scarlet Soldier. No longer did he only shield himself, now he struck back. With his sword, he knocked the darts aside, and each time the blade connected, the dart reversed its course and flew back at the monster. Self howled in pain as the fiery weapon struck him instead. Realizing this was the only way to draw closer to his enemy, Kingsley fixed his focus. Dart after dart, he struck them away, returning each one to the monster who had sent it. Suddenly, a dart struck Kingsley's leg. He staggered, teetering on the edge of the mountain. At that moment, Self let out a terrifying roar and charged.
Now I've got you where I want you.
Caught off guard, Kingsley was seized and thrown violently to the ground. His sword slipped from his grasp and skidded away. Self advanced, knife raised. Thinking of him as nothing more than a child, the monster wanted to savor the fear and regret he expected to see in Kingsley's face before ending his life. There was no mercy, no pity in Self's eyes.
You are nothing more than a child. You dare to fight me? Ha 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 ha.
Desperately, Kingsley searched the ground and spotted his sword lying just a few feet away. Weak and trembling, he crawled on his hands and knees. Turning his back on his enemy took every ounce of courage he had, but he trusted his good king. Seeing Kingsley crawl away, Self believed the battle was over.
Look at him. He is giving up. Ha 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 ha.
Kingsley's fingers closed around the sword. He pulled it toward himself and held it tightly. The monster stepped closer. Kingsley sat on the ground, gasping for breath as Self raised his hand for the final blow. But in his desire to relish fear, the monster did not see the sword swing upward until it struck him squarely in the face. Feeling the blade connect, Kingsley thrust forward with all the strength he had left. The sword drove deep, and the monster screamed in agony. The soldiers of the prince of this world cannot withstand the strike of the king's sword. Courage flooded Kingsley. Again and again he swung the blade, each blow forcing a howl from Self. The battle had turned. Now the monster retreated, and Kingsley pressed forward. With every strike, the chief soldier stepped back until at last he could endure no more. Through the smoke rising from his wounded body, Self looked up and saw not only Kingsley, but a mighty angel standing behind him, radiant with strength, lending power to every swing of the sword. Knowing the battle was lost, Self fled across the valley, running as fast as his bear-like legs could carry him. Kingsley was left alone. He knew it was the good king who had saved him. Dropping to his knees, he gave thanks for the victory.
Psalm 9:1. I will give thanks to you, Lord, with all my heart. I will tell of all your wonderful deeds. You alone, O my good king, helped me to win this battle today against Self.
Exhausted from the many wounds inflicted by the enemy's darts, Kingsley collapsed to the ground and lost consciousness. When he awoke, one of the angels from the Mount of Liberation was beside him, tending his wounds with leaves from the Tree of Life. He assured him of his safety and that he would remain with him until he was well again. He advised him to rest, and Kingsley, still weak and tired, slipped back into sleep. When he awoke again, the angel gave him food, and once more Kingsley, before falling back to sleep, whispered,
Surely, Lord, You bless the righteous, and you surround them with your favor as with a shield. That is taken from Psalm 5:12.
Kingsley said more to himself than to the angel. Then he slipped back to sleep, comforted by the presence of the angel.